All right, we're back with another weekly preview. AK47 here from Prime Trading Investments and, of course, TradeCaster.com. The very last trading week of February, the 24th through the 28th. Got probably about 2 months here, too, until we finally have another holiday and day off, as in Good Friday, Friday the 18th of April will be the next day off. So essentially 2 months here without a day off or any holidays. Now let's get to small caps, because some of us like out there, or I should say like to trade small caps like myself. We have been getting at least some spikes. After hours, especially here recently, has been seeing some pretty good spikes. These plays have been no news. MLGO going from about $1 to $3. Rito here from about 40 cents to 2. Some big moves here over the last couple of trading days. And then some trades or plays last week that were continuation for the next day, and seeing this kind of big spike in pre-market, came down and spike again and kind of reclaiming the high, right? At least getting back to that. So we have seen some good spikes, but we have also seen some really good shorts as well throughout the week, pretty much every single day. So there are some good longs, but they're usually earlier, as you can see. There have been a play or two that ran, as you can see, MLG on Friday, but this was a no news play, and ran a lot longer than I figured it would. It went up, about 6, 7, 800% or so from top to bottom. So we are seeing some spikes, but we're seeing a lot of plays give back. So if you are trading these small cap plays, make sure to take profit soon if you are going long. Now over to large cap plays. Let's go into the SPY. Get that 15-day, 15-minute time frame. Give it to me. Give it to me now. So the SPY did break this uptrend channel that we'd been riding on here for the past, not too long. There she is. Probably for the past about month and a half here. Finally broke that with a heavy pullback on Friday. So now we're back out of that channel. And do we base out here right around 597 now to 598 after that big pullback? Or do we find ourselves back down to 590? And my normal low of the week will be right here, right around that 598 mark. Right around 598 to 597.50. Ultimate low of the week would then see that pullback, in my opinion, back down to around 590. Normal high of the week is going to be right here around the 607.50 mark. Ultimate high of the week would take it back up close to all-time high area, 611 to 612.50. I'll go with the ultimate high of the week. Now, over to Apple. And again, with a lot of these plays here, this one was one of the ones that actually maintained on Friday, even though, because again, a lot of it because it was up so high before we had the big pullback. I really do feel like now we have this huge cup we could handle, could go for more, but we also could just channel up. So I think it's going to be one of the two there for Apple. Normal low of the week, I'm going to go with right here around 242. Ultimate low of the week right around this 240 mark. I don't think we'll get too much lower than that. I think we try to base out, if anything. Now, normal high of the week, I'm going to go with this 875 roll with ultimate high of the week. We do complete this cup and handle and rip and roar to around 255. And I do think we could get a good spike over this up to 255 for your ultimate high of the week. Now, let's keep rolling through these. AMD did get a big severe pullback, and there goes this channel right here being created last week. Now we're back down off of this uptrend channel that we were on last 2 weeks. And I do feel we could come back down to this 106 mark again, being a great, move eventually for a swing or long-term play here. Depends on how long you want to hold it. On the way down, watch for more continuation, and I'm going with this 109 to 108.75 area as your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, you got it, back down to 106.50 area. For the way back on up, normal high of the week, in case we do see some sort of a bounce on Monday or Tuesday early on in the week, I just am going to keep it simple, though, and say we will channel and go normal high of the week right here at 113, ultimate high at 116. And I do, again, feel like we will channel on up. Amazon, we are crashing. We're crashing. We're really giving back some gains here. Had up to that 240.50 all-time high, and over the last couple of weeks, we have been on a downtrend. Normal low of the week. Margot, I'm going to need you to lay down, Margot. I'm going to need you to lay down, Moo Moo. On the way on down, I think we could, normal low of the week, easily going to get lower than this, in my opinion, this 215 mark. I just feel we're going lower than that for the normal low. And I'm going to go to this upper shadow at 212.85 to this upper shadow there around 212, and split the difference of 212.50. Ultimate low of the week, watch for a crack down to 210. On the way back on up, let's get back to that 15. Where we cracked from, normal high of the week, 222. Ultimate high of the week, the shelf that was forming that we cracked before that at 224. Over to ARM Diddly Dim Dims. Same thing, I feel like this week after that pullback on Friday, we have been in these downtrends, but I feel like this play is also most likely going to get the channel bound in this last week of February. Under 143.80, which again, we don't have a lot of charting. We can go back further here to really try to find the support at around 142. Normal low of the week there, just because we crashed so hard on Friday. I'm going to go normal. Actually, that's too close. I'm going to go to the nice whole round number of 140. Ultimate low of the week, watch for the move down to 135. On the way back on up, watch for a move to 148. Over that, then to 150. 150 normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, watch for a push back up to 154. There's another one that kind of popped up on and after hours on Friday. G-Sun. Let's go to Google, though. Really ugly and choppy. Finally cracked out of that on Friday, which is good. Under this 181 mark, another one of these plays that we have to go back in time and try to find the charting. Under 181, watch for a crack back on down. Ooh, there's nothing here to at least 180. Under 180, I think we go down a little bit more to 177.50 area. Ultimate low of the week to 175. One of those plays that I feel like this sort of a $5 channel will get created. It just depends on where that bottom comes in at. Now on the way back on up, normal high of the week, where we cracked from, right here around 184 to 185. Ultimate high of the week, watch for a pop on up to where the top part of that channel was really descending to, which would be kind of descending right to around 187-ish or so. 187 ultimate high of the week. Over to Meta, another one of those plays that finally is cracking back out of that uptrend it had there for a couple of weeks to start essentially February right here. You know, we started February on this nice uptrend channel. Nothing great, though, because we kept giving back gains every day, as we talked about in the weekly preview last week. So on the way back on down, we got some room to run under 682 for the move down minimum to 672, if not to 670 for your normal low of the week. 660 ultimate low. On the way back on up, watch for 692 to 693 to be your normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, this tip top that we were forming right around 703 or 704 to 705. Over to Microsoft. Again, another play that was looking to create, maybe in my opinion, a cup and handle like Apple, but couldn't quite get out of the trend there. Let's go to that 4-hour time frame. You can see what I was talking about. It just couldn't quite get it. I'm going to stay with the trend here and say we stay in this channel at 405 as bottoms for the week. Ultimate low to 400. On the way up, you can kind of see where we just cracked from. I'm going to go normal high of the week right around right here, right around 412. Ultimate high of the week, watch for a pop back up to 414 to 415. Over to NVDA, another one of those plays that was starting to channel quite a bit there for the week, and now we're cracking out of it. On the way down under 134, watch for a crack to 130 normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week down to this 128 to right around 128. 128. Again, I could see a channel like right here created. To where the normal high of the week, I'm going to stick with my theme and go where we crack from, 137 to 138. Ultimate high of the week, going back to the top portion of this resistance that we just formed, right around 140, 150 to 142. Over to the Qs. Q. Watch for the move back under this 525.50 mark for the move down to right around right here in 521 to 521.50. Normal lows there. Ultimate lows cracks it back down below 520 to around 518. On the way back on up, watch for a move back over this 530 mark, which will be my normal high of the week, 530 to 531.50. Ultimate high of the week takes it back up, then to 532. But if we get to 532 and break it, we're immediately going to 534.50 to 535 for your ultimate high of the week. And for Tesla here, on the way back on down, watch for a crack under 335. Normal low 320. Ultimate low under 320. Got to go back to that 4-hour and find something. And I have a feeling we're going back down to this area right around 300. On the way back on up for Tesla, normal high of the week, where we cracked from in 350. Ultimate high of the week, the highs from last week, right around 365. And there are your levels for the week. I do feel like we're going to have some decent moves because we're starting to get out of areas we've been in. So there will be a day or two from a lot of these plays since we're cracking out of an area. My bad. Let's go back to ARM that I know of, right? We're going to start getting in areas that we haven't been in for a while. And if that's the case with some of these plays, we can really start to go down. So I would imagine we get one or two good red days and one or two green days this week that are really good. It may only be one apiece, but I do feel some pretty good days are coming on these plays. And a lot of the reason why we're cracking out of that trend that we've been in, and we have a lot of charting that we just have not been in for quite a while. And I love days like that when I come in on a Monday and say there's nothing under, we have room to run, right? We have room to run right there. There's a lot of room to run. Let's go back over to Tesla here, right? A lot of room to run. Tesla, Meta, ARM. There's some plays here, Google, that really have a lot of room to run this week. So keep your eye on those plays. Amazon has room to run down below this week because it's in areas it has not been for a while. So that creates for a good red day, but then also for good green days back up because there's just not a lot of charting being created there. Until next time, Lost Boys and Lost Girls, I'll see you next week. And it will be March already. Until then, bang-a-rang.